Celebrating 30 years on the air on WROI is the first federal program. Hosts may have changed, but the program is still the same. Now continuing a long-standing tradition, streaming on the First Federal Facebook page and on WROI.
Hey, good morning. It is time for the First Federal program here on this 16th day of January. As crazy, it's halfway through the month already, Evan.
Oh my gosh. I'm shocked, but also not shocked.
I was going to say, the way things fly anymore, it'll be spring before we know it.
Yeah, we're already planning Christmas next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about you,
right. Picking out all those gifts. And
yeah.
Making the list already.
Yeah. You know, it starts with the things that the people you love didn't get, that you hear about a little bit. That's the starting list for next year.
Yes. You got to keep close tabs on those things.
Yeah. Then the way things are these days, kind of in a consumer economy, by the time you get to next Christmas, they've already got it. So it doesn't work out.
Or even by their birthday.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Can't even use that list there.
No.
It's
crazy.
Anyways, what's happening at First Federal?
A lot of reds happening at First Federal, right, Tanner?
Right. And it's really bothering some people.
In fact, we could call it crimson. I think just to be a little more accurate. I know Tanner likes his color hexes. Yeah, we're excited about Monday.
Yes.
I have to tell you.
I was going to say, have you taken the poll? How many IU grads or how many IU fans are there at the bank?
That's a great idea. We've not done that.
Yeah.
I think we've been trying to keep the peace. But if we want to stir the pot,
yeah,
I do like that idea.
Yeah.
Start categorizing ourselves and
that
seeing
way
what
you
we
find
end
out
up
for
with.
sure, and then,
I left last Friday how many First Federal family members legit asked me if I was rooting for IU.
Tanner,
No.
that was on my sheet this morning.
Well, here's the funny thing. He's not rooting against them, but he's not rooting for them.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh.
I used to own a Miami, Florida shirt.
Uh-oh.
I wish I would have kept it, but I didn't.
Well, Tanner, it might be nice knowing you.
We're announcing a change to the First Federal radio program for
Your
2020.
position at First Federal is no longer needed.
Well, we're wearing IU colors if you want to today in honor of Monday's game because we're closed for Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday.
Yeah, I'm saving mine for Monday. So.
Okay, we did want to mention that. But it did occur to me when the email went out, actually last week, before last week's game, I was just thinking, I don't know if Dick would really appreciate that email.
See, that's how Tanner got the job.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just quiet about it in the interview.
I believe in karma.
He's wanting all the IU fans in March to hopefully jump on the bandwagon.
Hopefully.
Well, he's not doing himself any favors by abstaining for this one.
Yeah.
A little worse.
All depends on who produced Plane. That might
That's
have,
right.
have something to do
Yeah,
with it.
I'll reserve my right to
Exactly.
let you know who I root for at the time.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, well, we do have a trivia question around MLK Day. So, what president signed the bill to make MLK Day a federal holiday, Randy?
I was really hoping, of course I knew Tanner was doing, but I'm hoping you were going to do the trivia today and get an IU trivia question or something.
That wasn't going to happen.
He could have added one.
You can override, come on.
I'm trying to keep the pieces well on the show here. Got a good working relationship. This one, I know, this is the kind of thing that may have been, in your high school or middle school history book.
Probably was.
Kind of a fact, you studied for the test and then maybe you remembered it for the long term or maybe you didn't.
Probably not.
Or maybe it was later in the year and they just didn't get to it by the time May rolled around because it's more closer to present back then, so who knows. All right. A. Ronald Reagan, B. Jimmy Carter, C. Gerald Ford, or D. George Herbert Walker Bush.
I think I got my answer.
Oh,
I'm not even sure if that's what HW stands for. It
that sounded good to me.
familiar.
I just said HW. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I think you're right.
I don't. It sounds like what I remember
I think you're
hearing.
on it.
But
You're on it.
okay. Well, think about that a little bit, Randy, and listeners. Kind of a fun one. I like presidential
Yeah,
trivia.
too.
It doesn't mean I know the answers, but I think they're fun
Yeah.
just as a topic. Okay, Tanner.
Yeah, sports. I mean, tons going on.
Oh, man.
Locally
Fun time
and
of year.
nationally, it really is. Of course, we've already talked about the college football national championship. That'll wrap up on Monday. It is earlier. I think they made that change last year. 7:30 kickoff.
Yeah, thank
Thank
goodness.
Years ago, it
goodness.
was like 9 o'clock, or
Yeah.
close to 9 o'clock. That game's on ESPN. Miami, Florida, the Hurricanes against the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana's an 8.5 point favorite as of right now. So
8.5,
a lot of people
okay.
don't think that's enough. A lot of people think it should be double digits.
Depends how the game starts.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
Yeah, it does. The first half will be really important.
it does.
Yeah. Indiana's not really played from behind all year, not for,
Not a big deficit.
right,
Yeah.
right.
For
So,
a lengthy time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say Miami's only chance is to get out to a double-digit lead and see if you can hang on.
Put the pressure
It'll
on.
be an interesting atmosphere. I think tons of Indiana fans will be there, and also tons of Miami fans.
I
since
can't
it's
wait to
literally
see-
in their backyard.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the
Yeah.
crowd difference
Same.
because
Yeah.
after the last 2 weeks where IU has
Yeah,
obviously
dominated
dominated the stands.
Yep.
Got some latent fandom built up there.
But
Yeah,
with
yeah.
what do they say, 800,000 alumni and
Yeah.
a lot of retired
Yeah.
Indiana people in Florida.
Yeah. I mean, ticket prices are pretty high, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're having trouble selling them. So,
No.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see that too. I'm
Yeah.
excited to check the atmosphere out.
Yeah.
It's nice to have good quality television, isn't it? You
Somebody
can
asked
enjoy
me-
it from home.
Somebody asked if I was thought about going, and I'm like, no, I'll see more from my
Yeah,
TV
I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
what tickets I could afford for.
And if it's anything like last week, you can hear the crowd almost as if you're
yeah,
there. So
yeah,
yeah,
right.
it was loud.
Right. NFL playoffs going on. This game's got my attention tomorrow. That's what my household's been focused on lately. Bills at Broncos tomorrow at 4:30 on CBS. Broncos are 1.5 point favorites. That flipped. Earlier this week it was Bills 1.5.
Okay.
I was hoping it'd stay Bills 1.5. because I like the Broncos having an underdog mentality going into that game. But
They still could have the mentality.
oh yeah, I think they will, to be honest. It should be a good one. The Bills were one team I wanted to stay away from in the AFC just because of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I think he's arguably the best player in the NFL. But yeah, I expect a good game.
Gotta go through them somewhere.
Yep, you gotta, yeah. If you got to make the Super Bowl, you got to beat good teams.
Yeah.
So
The FC's pretty open. I'd
It
say
is.
the Bills would be the one, but it's a big game in our house as well.
yep,
My son Luke, it's his favorite team, the Buffalo Bills. So we got this one circled. Unfortunately, he has a basketball game at exactly the same time, so we'll be checking in later. Don't
yeah, I was
text
gonna
me.
say
anything.
nope. I don't.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm good about that. I don't want to play spoiler to anybody. So, and then tomorrow night you got the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks, who are a 7-point favorite. That game's at 8 o'clock on Fox. Two divisional rivals know each other really well. San Francisco's win last week was, I thought, the most impressive win of the weekend.
Yeah.
As far as going in there, just kind of dominating in a way, even though the score might not have told it, and they just keep getting through injuries. And Kyle Shanahan's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, I think it'll be another slugfest.
Then Sunday, Texans at Patriots, who are 3-point favorites. That game's at 3 o'clock at ABC/ESPN. And then Sunday night, Rams at Bears. The Rams are 4-point favorites. Game 6:30 on NBC/Peacock.
Do they take the temperature into consideration when they put that spread in
West
there?
Coast team that's in a dome coming to play in the Midwest in the cold.
I just read
kinda
something
like
this
the
morning.
Bears, though.
I just read something this morning where the Rams have been practicing inside with the air conditioning on. I'm like, I
Don't think that's the same.
quite the same
Don't think
thing.
that's the
That's
same.
hilarious.
Yeah. Inside with the air
It's a bit
conditioning.
drafty.
A for effort. Right.
Yeah. And in the meantime, the Bears have been outside with the
Yeah.
heaters off.
Exactly. So, but
I think someone else is preparing a little better for that one.
so,
We'll
some
see.
really fun matchups. NFL playoffs is about as good as it gets. And then college basketball, all 4 big schools in the state in action this week, which was different last weekend with Butler was off. Iowa, who's 12-5, travels to Indiana tomorrow, who's 12-5. That game's at 2 o'clock on Fox. Both teams need a win.
Yes.
Iowa's kind of on the skids right now. I think 3 losses in a row after being ranked. And Indiana, couple losses in a row. Of course, the good ranked teams, Nebraska and Michigan State. It was just the
can't
way
finish
it's
it.
happened.
No.
Up 16, and then the other night it was 55-55, and then a snap of fingers, 81-58, I think.
Yeah.
So,
They can't finish right now.
No.
When that shooting goes cold,
Yep.
Or foul trouble.
Yep. Purdue travels to the West Coast tomorrow night. They're 16-1. They beat Iowa earlier this week in a pretty good game. They travel to USC, who's 14-3. That game's at 6 o'clock on Peacock.
Well, that's an early one for being out the West Coast.
Tuesday night's not. They're at UCLA 10 o'clock. Tip-off. So Notre Dame 10-7 travels to Virginia Tech, who's 13-5. That game's also tomorrow at noon on the ACC network. In Butler 10-7. They could really use this win. They travel to number 25 Seton Hall, who's 14-3. That game's tomorrow at noon on TNT.
So now when Purdue travels out west, do they just stay there, or do they come back before Tuesday?
Stay there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say that with the travel way that
And you know, every team that's not on the West Coast, they only got to do that once.
Right.
These West Coast teams have to come out about 10 times. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I mean, that's the reason they're struggling in basketball.
Yeah.
Travel. But Big Ten knew that when they brought these teams.
Right,
in.
and the schools do it when
they
they
just
agree
looked
to
at football.
it. Yeah.
It's going to generate money through football.
Yeah, football you have to do it once.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
And the schools will stay until there's some better
Yeah,
option.
100%.
I don't know what that's going to be.
yeah, I heard the other day on a podcast, the Big Ten as it is now is locked in. I mean, no members can be kicked out or anything until 2036.
Oh, wow.
Assuming that's not extended before
Right,
then.
right.
So, but the way college athletics are, for 2036,
And-
after that, the Big Ten could look a lot different. I don't know.
But they can add before.
They can add, yeah.
They just can't
can
take
add,
away.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
okay.
So the traditional members are safe
Yeah.
for now.
At that point, it'll be professional athletes.
Oh,
taking
you're right.
classes.
You're right. Pretty much is right now, anyway. So. But let's talk about some real student athletes with local sports.
The Zebras on the road tonight as they travel to Lewis Cass in a TRC matchup.
Still weird to say.
Everybody got to remember that. It is a TRC matchup, so they'll be on the road for that. And then the girls are back home tomorrow afternoon for a TRC matchup with Lewis Cass. So starting to wind down the girls' season,
Yeah,
just
that's
5
amazing.
games left.
That's amazing.
The sectional draw coming up on the 25th.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
Feels like it just started.
yeah, it does.
So fast.
It does, and so guys will have the rest of obviously the rest of January and all of February. The February 25th is their draw, but that still will be here before you know it. So a couple of big ones. The guys got a couple of big wins last week, back to back. Whitco Friday night, and then at Twin Lakes Saturday in double overtime. So
Yeah.
Exciting.
the guys are starting to get things going, and
Come alive.
yeah, girls got to just finish out kind of a rough stretch, got some winnable games here, and as they get going into the section.
And shout out to the Rochester ladies wrestling team,
Yes.
regional champions.
Yeah, they're down in Indianapolis getting ready to go here this morning. They'll, I think the doors open at 8:30, and then the Walk of Champions at 9:30. I think they start wrestling at 10.
Good luck.
This morning. So there's 3 Rochester wrestlers down there.
Yeah.
So good luck to them.
Yes, absolutely. Got some tidbits here this morning to go through real quick. On this day, 1966, Chicago was granted an NBA franchise to be called the Bulls. This would be the city's 3rd franchise after the Chicago Stags were there from 1946 to 1950, and the Packers/Zephyrs, which are now known as the Washington Wizards.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know any of
I-
that.
I didn't realize that one. I knew Stags, but I didn't
Yeah.
realize the other one.
On this day, 1973, NBC presented the 440th and final showing of Bonanza.
But
I can hear the theme song.
Yes, if you said it, it starts playing.
On this day, 1974, the novel Jaws was published.
Did you know it was a novel?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've not read it.
I have not either. I think the movie's pretty close to it, but there's a few things, of
Yeah.
course, that aren't exact. And on this day, 1988, the St. Louis Cardinals of the NFL announced their move to Phoenix.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what year it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the 90s for
I
sure.
was 8 then, but I was
I was
unaware.
not, I was not born.
How about you, Randy? We served it up for him, didn't we?
Andrea, help us.
And today's National Fig Newton Day.
All right.
I'm not a fan.
Uh,
Not a fan. International Hot and Spicy Food Day. I do like hot and
There you
spicy foods. National Appreciate a Dragon Day. I'm not sure how you go about that. But
Randy likes that.
Maybe-
my pet dragon.
maybe read a book or watch a show that involves dragons. National Good Teen Day. National Nothing Day.
I like that one.
Put it in there just for you.
Yeah.
And Book Publishers Day.
All right. Thank you,
You're
Tanner.
welcome.
Hey, Times Theater's always doing things.
Always.
He's got another live show that's happening tonight
Tonight, yeah.
at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. It's an Iron Maiden tribute.
Ooh, there you go.
You know, I'm of course aware of Iron Maiden, but I can't name you too many songs off the top of my head. I'm sure I've heard them. I just can't
Yeah.
think of the titles.
Same with me.
I'm not,
But-
never was a big Iron Maiden
Yeah.
fan, but yeah.
Pretty
I'm sure if you
legendary
hear them,
band,
then it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be a great show.
Oh, it
tonight.
always is,
Yeah,
always is.
damn
Some
great shows.
arena rock.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Some always great show there.
And Julie Chimberry was telling me about the new LED screen they've
Yeah,
got on the back
awesome.
wall of the stage
Cool.
now. I haven't seen that yet.
Adds
but-
a little life to it. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'd like to go check that out. Sounds awesome. Okay, we wanted to give some flowers this morning to the Salvation Army. They wanted to actually thank the community, so it's kind of a dual flowers. We want to recognize them for everything they do in our community to help those in need. Also, they wanted to recognize the community for the generous donations over Christmas kettle time with the bell ringers. They also wanted to thank Kroger, Walmart, Runnings, and the Smith Farm Store for allowing the bell ringers to be there.
Great tradition.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a community helping our community, and I think that's really neat what they facilitate through that
Yeah, we had
program.
Mark Spencer and Jenny Shaw Morgan
Yeah.
on and back in December. It might even been November now that I say that. And they were fun to have on
Yeah.
and talk about the causes.
Yeah, that money stays and helps,
Yes,
so
it
it's
does.
really
Yeah.
it's really cool how that works. It's fun to point that out. All right, in money news, the S&P 500 is about even for the week, which is interesting. There's been a lot of news, but it's kind of been just up and down and then landing here. Right now, it's about the same. We're up 66 points this year so far, but you look back the last 12 months and it's up 1,000 points,
Yeah.
which is a big number. That's about 20%, I think.
That's good.
So it's good if you've had money in there.
True. Yeah.
It's not good if you just wanted to put some in.
Yeah. It's already there. You're all right.
Buy low, sell high.
There
you
Yeah,
go.
we've talked about this.
Yeah.
All right, and think about First Federal. Just a reminder, we will be closed Monday for MLK Day. Excited about that. Our ATM will be functional and helpful for you for deposits or getting some cash out. Our checking account gift, Tanner. What are we giving away?
Yeah, right now we're giving away a slow cooker, and they are, I want to say flying off the shelves, but that's not the right term. I've had to reorder a lot of them, let me put it that way, so people are really enjoying them, and I'm also really excited about our next checking
Yeah.
gift, which I'm not going to spoil today. But
When's
it's-
that come out?
It's 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah, we got a little bit
Okay.
longer.
Go
but-
through February.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a little bit longer, but
All right.
it's going to be a fun one. It's actually got 2 gifts. There's going to be options.
Ooh,
Both should be
options.
fun options.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
You could open 2 accounts and get both.
Refer a friend or friends.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yep.
All the capabilities.
That's fun. Well, here's a little insider tip for you. Now, this is real important. Now, listen up, everybody.
Turn up your radio.
My son Luke turned 15 this month, so
Yeah.
he came in and got a checking account.
Ah,
I got the referral gift for it.
yeah.
So-
Have you used it yet?
No, I have not. I opted for the $10 Amazon gift code.
Do that as well.
You could have put something in for the Bears or for the Hoosiers snack wise, and then for
You're
slow
right.
cookers.
You're right. Yeah.
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 Emily heard there was a slow cooker option and wished I would have gone that.
Well, you'll have to go open another account.
That's right. How many more kids do I have? This is getting dicey. So that can be a little bit of an insider referral too.
Yeah,
there you
just
go.
so you know. Okay, hey, I wanted to mention home loan rates are at a 3-year low right now. 3-year low on home loan rate. We've been asked about home loan rates for the past 3 years because they've been uncomfortably high there for a little bit, but kind of crawling their way back down somewhat, which is great. We'll see what happens. That's a market rate that can go up or down, so we definitely don't control that. But if you're thinking that might be knowing that maybe you've been waiting around on the sidelines to do something, you should check in with us and see where we're at, that particular day, and see if that's maybe it's a good refinance option for you. Could lower your rate if you've gotten a home loan in the past 2 or 3 years. That's something to remember. But also maybe you had a lower rate and now it's a little bit closer to what you have. So maybe you've been wanting to make a change with a different house or something like that, or a life event coming up or something. So check in with us, Ben Dalton, Stacy Wilson, or Ryan Austin Winnemac to get pre-approved, kind of look over that situation. We can crunch the numbers for you with just conversation. Can really help you out on what you are contemplating doing.
That way you're ready to go when that house comes.
Yeah,
That's
more
right.
houses are coming on the market, but they're not lasting.
They're
very
not
long.
lasting.
No.
Yeah.
There's been a few on my road being constructed over the last year or two, but they're about done now.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where the next new ones come
Yeah,
from.
right.
So that helps out a lot. Okay, it's a good time of year also to consider talking to one of our financial services advisors, and that's Mark Bluebauer, Brian Bell. We've had them on our show quite often, and good time to look at that because you file taxes by April 15th. Sometimes there's some strategies you can do between now and then for year 2025. So that's a good time to touch base and kind of look at your situation. But also, it's always good to kind of be planning for the future and
Never know.
retirement.
It'll be here before you know it. Right?
Stop talking that way, Randy. You're going to be here a long time with us.
Stuck with us.
Yeah. Well, we are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Working on that every day. Our borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 399927.
Makes it legal ready for the fun part of the show.
That's right. And speaking of insider tips, we have our own Andrea Eggleston here.
No pressure.
Our retail sales manager. She's got a lot of insider knowledge that we're interested in finding out about this morning. Welcome back, Andrea.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. How was your drive?
There is no snow here. I have a foot at my house, so the roads were clear. The roads were completely clear, but Rochester has no snow compared to where I live.
We rolled out the welcome mat for
Yeah.
you. That's what I would call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We knew you were coming, so we didn't want to give you too much.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Easy into the show this
That's
morning.
right. That's right.
Well, we're excited to have you back, and we're interested in talking about something that we don't discuss too often here, but the last 5 years, it's actually been about 5 years now, we've been offering insurance services, Randy.
Okay.
And we thought Andrea could describe some of those for us and kind of why we're offering that. I can help with that, and what maybe we would suggest that you do. But we're talking about, like, for us, homeowners insurance is a big one. We were just talking about home loan rates. That's our specialty. And one little tidbit before we get into it is, if you think about it, you buy insurance every single year. You're shopping for insurance. Now, maybe you renew, and maybe you don't. So what happens if you don't renew?
Right.
And I think that's what we wanted to highlight a little bit this morning. But so thinking about First Federal Savings Bank, how do we go about selling insurance? What can someone expect to find? Where do they find that at?
So you can go to any of our branches. We have information on the brochures. There's information on our website about the insurance that we sell. We have homeowners, auto. When it gets to auto, stop and think of motorcycle, RV, boat. All of those are included. We also offer renter's insurance and pet insurance. Not many people think that they need pet insurance until you have a pet that something is wrong and you can have a very high vet
Very
bill.
high.
Yeah, very high. So if you contact any of our branches, go to our website. The best thing to do is get us your insurance declaration page. So that's going to be the one page that lists your home and all of the information, your car and all of that information. And then within 24 hours, someone from our insurance department will contact you and give you a quote. And the great thing is the quote is completely free. There's absolutely no obligation. We will give you a free quote. So if you haven't had your insurance reviewed, if you just, like Evan said, you just keep paying for your insurance every single year, stop and think, when was the last time that you talked to your insurance agent,
Right.
just for a review? And if it's been a few years, give us a call. Let us, give you a quote for insurance just to do a comparison.
And I would say the key here is the insurance environment changes often. There's a lot that changes it. I mean, some of it's, catastrophes somewhere in the past 12 months. Some of it are the rules. Some of it's just pricing. So you really should be, probably the best practice would be kind of checking into that every time it renews.
Oh, most
Because
definitely.
there's just a lot of changes. So for us, we can offer a connection with a lot of different insurance carriers. We're an independent insurance agency, so there's a lot of companies that we can take a look at for you and figure out, okay, which one might be quoting the best rate for you right now.
Right.
And maybe last year it was a different one.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it can really pay off, and we talked about inflation over the few years and why that's one reason interest rates are higher, but insurance costs have been a big part of inflation over the last couple of years, and this has been going up. I know everyone listening is nodding their head because they've been seeing that on their renewals and things like that. So that's great information for us, and give the website where you start, how you find that link to the insurance services, Andrea, our website.
Firstfederalsavings.com. So if you just go there, and then also you can just go to any branch, and they have information, they have brochures that they can give you. The insurance phone number is there as well.
Yeah, so we'd love to help out with that and provide you access to some free quotes just to take a look. Highly recommended. Not something you think of us for right now, but we'd like to change that and just make you aware that, everybody kind of renews their insurance, usually it's 6 months or a year from when you got it. So it's all throughout the year. People are shopping for insurance all the time. And that's why we like to have it on our website that is easy for you to go and get a quote. But we can also, like Andrea said, submit a quote on your behalf and have them contact you as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about another great product that newer one. We want to get the word out a little bit. And this is kind of a specific product for mostly for a certain situation, but we're finding a lot of people are interested in this, that are in this situation, and that's a product called CDARS. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Andrea?
Sure. So every financial institution, banks offer the FDIC coverage of $250,000, and then credit unions have the NCUA coverage of $250,000 per member. The great thing with CDARS, you have one bank, one statement, so you can deal directly with us. We can get all of your funds up to $120 million fully FDIC insured.
So that'll cover all of your savings.
Easily, yes.
There you go,
Yeah,
Andy.
easily
Bring us
covered.
all of your money, we will take care of it. We'll give you a
I
good
think
rate.
you've already got it all.
So describe the routine someone might be going through to have everything insured today. If let's say they've got $1 million,
Sure.
and if insurance is really important to them today, not knowing about this product, what are they likely doing, Andrea?
Okay, so what they're likely doing, they are going from bank to bank to bank, credit union to credit union to credit union. They have balances less than the $250,000. So probably $249 and some change, because then once that interest gets posted, it goes above the $250. So if you have balances and you're driving around to all of these different financial institutions to keep your funds fully FDIC insured,
Right.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, you don't have to do
You don't
it.
have to do that. No, you can come directly to us. And the great thing with the CDARS, the funds are reciprocal. So they stay on deposit with First Federal, so it's local. So then we can, like Zach in our commercial lending,
Yeah.
we can use those funds if a new business is coming into Rochester. We can use those funds to help give them a good interest rate. So the funds stay local, but you get one statement. You could have 7 different CDs because they are certificates of deposit.
Okay, thank you.
So you could have like one statement that has 7 different CDs, and it will show you exactly where all of the funds are at, but it is fully FDIC insured, like I said, up to $120 million.
So I'm imagining this can just save hours of time,
Oh, most definitely.
of your life. And some folks have saved really well their whole lives. This stage of their life, either in retirement, most likely,
Right.
they want that money at a bank where they know they're not going to lose anything, and so that's where the insurance plays in. It's very, very important to them. We'd love to make this simpler for you. So if you've got any interest in that, you can head into your branch and talk to the tellers about CDARS, and they'll likely get in touch with Andrea. She's our CDARS expert, and she can talk through in detail what she's just explained this morning about the process of, basically spreading those funds out to different banks to get the insurance coverage, but then they share the money back with our bank and we can invest it in the local economy and help it grow stronger.
Correct.
Home loans, commercial loans of all types. So great product, and a little difficult to explain, but I think we've done a nice job, Andrea. Thank you for
Most
kind of
definitely.
putting that together on where this would come into play, and we're finding a lot of people are interested in this. Andrea's receiving calls every week about it, and setting up appointments and meeting with folks and walking them through, how this can work for them to make it efficient, provide them with the peace of mind with the insurance, and they want to be working with us and not having to travel around.
Right. And it's usually different terms than most CDs it's a minimum of 3 months. CDARS goes as short as 4 weeks.
Okay.
So, if you're just even looking for something for a short-term investment of 4 weeks, you have that option.
That's great. Well, we thank you, Andrea, for coming in and helping explain some of these different products that we don't talk about probably enough, but we have a lot of customers with home loans or home insurance, auto insurance that are shopping every year or every 6 months for that. We'd love to help you with getting a very good cost on that as those prices go up. And then also FDIC insurance, making sure that you can have a really efficient way to get fully insured and sleep well at night.
Correct.
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to chime in on this trivia question. What president signed a bill to make MLK Day a federal holiday? Was it Ronnie Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, or George H.W. Bush?
I'm gonna go with Ford.
Good guess.
I don't know the years of the president, so I'm going to go with Carter.
Another good guess. The answer is Ronald Reagan.
Really?
This actually didn't happen until 1983.
Well, I would have thought it was before that.
Yeah.
Me too. I was really
Yeah.
surprised by
That's
that.
why I went with
That's
Ford.
like, yeah.
I thought it was before.
So that's when the law got signed into place, was when he was president, and its first nationwide observance was on January 20th of 1986.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so we do want to end our show with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. this morning. And this is a good one. This might mean something different for each one of us here. We must use time creatively.
There you go.
Period.
That's a good one. Andrea, thank you. Tanner, Evan, thank you. And have a great weekend. Go Bears, go Hoosiers.
That's right, Randy.